Okay. All right. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. Now, this is going to be a little different today because the Blog Talk website is shut down. So there's no way for you to call into the show. So y'all be calling in a lot anyway, but even if y'all wanted to today, you wouldn't be able to call into the show because when you call into the show, you're calling into the blogtalkradio.com website, and it's down for maintenance, as it says. Now, a lot of times when the site is down for maintenance, it normally comes up on the hour, but it's not coming up on the hour, so I don't know when it's going to come back up. But if it comes back up, then I can go ahead and start the show on that side. But that's where the music be coming from. You know, when we start off the show, the music comes from the Blog Talk side. And I don't think that I have music on my I don't think I have that music on this laptop. So nonetheless, it is what it is. So Urban Therapy with Sun752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 11 o'clock till around 12:30-ish. And the reason that we say 12:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a hump day. I'm sorry. Sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday, and it's a glorious Sunday. The sun is shining. It's looking all good and everything. And weather is almost, borderline perfect right there in the 80s, right where you wanna be. I'm your host, Sun752, a.k.a. Omar with the... And if you can't say Omar with the... Well, then you just say Omar with the R's. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and it's going down today. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about on drugs one way or another. We are all on drugs one way or another. And so what we're going to talk about this morning is the dependence of drugs in our society. When we talk about being on drugs, we're not always talking about illicit drugs, illegal drugs. We're not always talking about certain strains of weed or coke or heroin or pills or whatever. We're not always talking about that. Sometimes, most times, the majority of people that are on drugs are on some type of prescription drugs for some type of physical condition, some type of medical condition that they are afflicted with. It happens. Most of us have a senior citizen in our lives that has to take medication. Guess what? They're on drugs. And guess what else? They're going to be on drugs for the rest of their lives. You know why? They're going to be on drugs for the rest of their lives because there is no one that is going to step in and say, there is an alternative to this medication that you are taking. And it will probably relieve you and make you feel better and add more years to your life than you would have if you keep taking these prescription medications that the doctor, your good doctor, has prescribed for you. We don't always know about that now, do we? And, we can't be credited for knowing something that we haven't been taught yet. We can't be credited with knowing or not knowing something that we haven't been taught. All we know, the only things that we can speak about are the things that we have been taught and the things that we know for sure. Although many of us don't really follow that example. What's going on? T. Carey Wright is all up in the place. It's good to see me, your face. Yeah, thanks for coming through. And Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling, Charlene? Good to see me, some you. Thanks for coming on through. My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, you too. What's going on, my brother from another mother? Thanks for coming through. You like no other. So that's what we're talking about this morning. On drugs one way or another. On drugs one way or another. When you really think about it, who makes more money from drugs? Your local dope boy or your cousin that's not a dope boy no more because they sell weight You know that cousin that everybody has, the one that the family don't see all the time because they always on route somewhere doing something somewhere because they if they get arrested, they going in the feds. No question, no diggity, no doubt. But who makes more money? Your cuz that everybody thinks probably has millions of dollars in the stash somewhere. He ain't no billionaire. He may not even be a millionaire, but he's selling weight. You know what I mean? He handling bricks. He handling the bricks. No hand to hand for your cousin. Even if it's your brother or your sister. They somebody's cousin. Your mom or your dad got some brother and sister who has some children. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah. Who makes more money? Your cousin that sells weight, selling bricks from state to state, or Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson? Who you think? I mean, is this a hard question? What's the other one? Merck? Was it Merrick? What's the pharmaceutical companies? What's the name of these pharmaceutical companies? The pharmaceutical. These pharmaceutical. What are the names of the top pharmaceutical companies?
Here's a summary from Becker's Hospital Review. The top 10 pharmaceutical companies ranked by revenue. Pfizer, $51.75 billion. Roche, $50 billion. Novartis, $47.45 billion. Merck, $46.84 billion. GlaxoSmithKline, $43.54 billion. Johnson & Johnson, $42.1 billion. And more.
Pfizer, number one, $51.75 billion. Roche, $50 billion. Novartis, $47.45 billion. Merck, $46.84 billion. GlaxoSmithKline, $43.54 billion. Johnson & Johnson, $42.1 billion. These companies are the real drug dealers. Ain't nobody challenging them. They got everybody strung out. They have everybody strung out on this shit, on their drugs. And their claim is that their drugs are keeping you alive. Now, back in the day, the pharmaceutical companies were always striving to create some type of new drug or medication. Well, drugs and medications are the same thing. That was like a miracle. That was flawless. They didn't want to tell everybody or anybody about all of their side effects. And those companies used to be getting sued left and right, left and right, left and right. People were suing left and right. Yo, my ear fell off. Yo, left and right. Yo, my dick stay soft. Yo, left and right. Yo, my leg ain't there. I said left and right. Yo, I lost my left ear. I said left and right. My heart is gone. I said left and left. I lost my son. I said left and right. Yo, what happened to grandma? Left and right. This shit is fucked up, my left and right. Yo, they didn't want to tell nobody that the shit wasn't 100% right. So what happened? At the end of the 80s, the lawyer said, why don't you just tell people what the risks are? Put it in a disclaimer. And then people can't sue you. Hey, people can't sue you. People can't sue you. People can't sue you. So that's what happened. Near the end of the 80s, some lawyers put the bright idea to tell the people what the risks are for taking this medication. And that's when they started to become billionaires like that. These companies weren't making that kind of money before. So you notice whenever you see an advertisement for a new medication on TV, those side effects be long. It be the bulk of the commercials, they be long. They make sure they have a nice song that be playing real soft, and you be listening to this shit and you go off and say, damn, don't take it if you're pregnant. Say, damn, yo, don't do that shit. I say, damn, you risking your life. This shit is supposed to save my life. What the fuck? This shit is tripe. Damn, this shit'll make me sick. I said, damn. if I couldn't take it, I said, damn. And yo, I'm damned if I do, and if I don't, this shit, this will, if I won't, this shit is messed up. I don't know what to do, but my doctor said if I don't take it, I'm through. This shit is messed up. Yeah, your cousin selling weight ain't making no $1 billion. He ain't close to it. Pablo Escobar didn't make $1 billion. The Medellin cartel. You know, everybody know the Medellin cartel from the what was the Cocaine Cowboys, the documentary movie Cocaine Cowboys. Even Manuel Noriega, who was infamous for being arrested and was the scapegoat for bringing all of the coke in from South America into the United States by way of basically Ronald Reagan and George Bush. But anyway, so we're on drugs. So what we're going to talk about this morning, we're going to talk about your experiences with pain and what you do to treat that pain. Are you the type of person that is quick? Yo, I got a headache. I'm taking me a Tylenol. Yo, I got some pain in my foot. I'm taking an aspirin, y'all. I got some shit that's going on inside and I don't like it. I'm going to take care of it right now. On drugs, one way or another. My big sis, Robin Ming, is all up in the house. How you feeling? Good to see me, some you. And I see a new person, Tenacious TC Co. Yo. What you doing? Oh. She said, LOL, are you supposed to be drunk? Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to be, but I don't drink. I don't smoke, I don't take no drugs. I don't hang around with crazy ass niggas, thugs. I don't do all the kind of shit that make you think I'm bugged. Well, wait a minute, let me take it back about the shit about being bugged. Yeah, I act a little wild sometimes, but all I really want to do is teach and say rhymes, but I do this shit like every day. I'm glad you came through and I got something to say. Hey. So yeah, check it out, right? What do y'all do? What do y'all do when you experience pain? You know, a lot of people don't even like to go to the doctor, you know, whether they have a pain or not. And they may have been dealing with a pain for a long time, but was afraid to go to the doctor because they didn't want to get the bad news. Y'all know how that shit go. Even if that's not you, I'm sure you know somebody that it applies to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's worse? Living with pain, living with physical pain, or getting the diagnosis? The answer would seem to be real simple, right? But evidently it's not that simple. I've known old heads who lived with pain on the low, didn't tell nobody. My stepdad, I know he lived in pain for probably the last 15 years of his life. But he was like, When he got diagnosed with cancer, he didn't tell nobody. And he made sure that the doctors didn't tell anybody either. He just lived with that shit. So imagine dying of cancer. Rest in peace to Chadwick. Wait a minute. What's the Black Panther boy? Rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? I just saw a post about the boy, how people were saying that he looked all sick. I know he looked like he was on drugs or something or whatever because he was getting all skinny. I don't remember nobody teasing him about, looking the way that he did near the end of his death, but he was battling cancer. You know what I'm saying? And chemo had you looking crazy. Thanks for liking the show, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this on Sundays from 11 o'clock to 12:30, So let me see what y'all talking about this morning. Let's see what y'all talking about. See what y'all talking about. Oh, your local pharmacy. Word. Okay. What we got? Narcille says they made more than enough from Oxycodone before discontinuing production. They don't produce Oxycodone no more? Damn. I always wanted to try that shit. I did actually have a couple of pills of Oxycodone. But I tell you what, I wasn't taking that shit. I was like, anything that I heard that make you feel that good, I knew it was gonna have me strung. I was good. And that was in my drinking days. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm cool. Oh! Robin Ming says, and Norris, I believe that the white folks are still getting Oxycontin. You can best believe that shit. They are not prescribing them for us. They have to give something to terminally ill patients. They have to give them something because they're just in too much pain. So people who are in hospice, who don't have a snowball chance in hell of seeing tomorrow, you got to give them something. So the Oxycontin was holding them down, literally. Narcille says, how is anyone supposed to believe those quality of life scenarios while disclosing the possible side effects? I don't know. It's like, they say, hey, watch the birdie. Back. That's what it is like. Yo, them side effects be sounding crazy, son. And they be having, wow, they telling you all of the ways you're going to be sick and dying and hurt from the side effects. They got women doing Tai Chi. You know what I mean? Working on their karate kicks. Cha! Woo! Yeah. They got people, you at the debutante ball turning up. Like, you chilling with your family, watching TV on the big screen. Family. Meanwhile, women who are pregnant or who may become pregnant better not take this shit because you and your baby gonna die. And any other your offspring who didn't take this shit gonna die too from exposure. Yep. And if you have diabetes, you better not take this shit. You're gonna die like you got COVID-19. And if you ever had COVID-19, you better not take this or nothing else. You just drink water, and it better be alkaline water. We prescribe either alcohol, that 360 water or Fiji, nothing else. You drink any other kind of water, you're gonna die right there on spot if you take this drug. And if you got a bunion on your toe, well, you ain't gonna have to worry about the bunion on your toe. Let me just put it like that. You ain't gonna have to worry about the bunion on your toe. And if you are already on drugs, like if you are already on heroin or coke, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You're already primed and ready, baby. You know what I'm saying? You already been prepped. If you already on drugs, you can take this shit. But if your system is clean, you're gonna die. 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 If this drug try, you die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. If this drug a try, gonna die. Give this drug a try, go 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 die. You gon' die. You gon' die. You gon' die. Drug or try, gon' die. Drug or try, drug or try, gon' die. Chadwick Boseman, thank you. Thank you, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, T. Carey Wright, and everybody else who knew. Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. On drugs one way or another. But, going back to my previous question. If you have a headache, an earache, a stomach ache, or whatever, you know that pain is indicative of something being wrong inside of you. It's not always serious. Sometimes it can be, relatively minor. Just something is a little out of whack. You may have eaten something that didn't agree with you. And when you eat things that don't necessarily agree with you, it doesn't always come out through your digestive system. Sometimes it comes out in other ways. You can eat things that you are allergic to, fuck around and get hives and all of that kind of shit. But whenever you experience pain, it's an indication that something is wrong. Now, what do you normally do about it? Do you normally go get yourself some pills? Hold on. I got some pills. Y'all. Some pills in this bitch. What do you got? Some motherfucking pills. Some motherfucking pills up in this bitch, son. Hey, yo, get some motherfucking pills. Now, what we got? Genius mushrooms. Pills. Genius mushrooms. These are good mushrooms and shit. That's what they say. Let's see, is it cordyceps? Damn, man. Fucking eyes. I need a pill for this shit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, cordyceps, reishi, and lion's mane. Pills. I used to take these every day, but I be forgetting. And, even though these are just mushrooms, they did something to it. They processed it in a way to make it in a pill form. I'm really uncomfortable with that, but what we got? Now, this shit is supposed to be good for blood pressure. This shit. What is this shit? I don't know. I stopped taking it. But it's supposed to be the natural shit. Like, what was it called? Anyway, it was supposed to, regulate your blood pressure and shit. And this is regular Tylenol. As y'all can see, I got a lot left. And I gave over half of these away. Because I'm not going to be taking no fucking Tylenol. Tylenol is acetaminophen. And I'm not a big fan of acetaminophen. Actually, aspirin is better, I think, than acetaminophen. But nonetheless, what do you do? Do you live with the pain? Do you normally wait for the pain to go away? Or do you take a pill? Or do you say, shake. Take some Tylenol. Take some Tylenol. Ooh, shake. Take some Tylenol. Some people will take any pill you give them. If I trust you, you give me this shit. I know if you give it to me, I know it's gonna be all right. Where are my people that feel that way? Like, you might be wary and suspicious of doctors, but like if your brother give you this shit, you like, oh yeah, I'm taking that shit. Because I know my brother healthy as shit. He don't fuck around. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna give me no shit that's gonna fuck me up. Be like, all right, baby, bro, what's up? You got some shit to take care of me? Like, yup, I got you this shit. Like, this shit come in powder form? Oh, I'm supposed to mix it up in the drink? He said, nah. You ain't supposed to mix it up in the drink. Sniff it. Baby, bro, sniff it? Yeah, you sniff it. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm trying to tell you, this shit will, you've been having some aches and pains in your joints, right? Don't it hurt when you do this? It can affect your left hand motion, when masturbating. Now I know you right-handed, but you should still be able to be ambidextrous in lonely times. Okay, so yeah, it do kind of, yeah, I feel something like right here. He said, "Yo, sniff this and it'll take it away." Sniff it. Don't mix it up and I don't have to heat up no water. Nah. Sniff it. Okay. What's the name of this stuff? It's cocaine. Oh, cocaine. Okay. Well, I know if you giving it to me, this must be the good cocaine. Wait, is that cocaine? No. Oh, this is cocaine. Cocaine. Yeah, I mean, like there are medicinal properties here, not like cocaine. It's medicinal. Just sniff it. It's white like cocaine. Yeah. It's white like cocaine, but it's processed totally different. Well, I know you, my baby bro. I know it's gonna be all right. Shit, baby bro. What the fuck? That shit. What the fuck? Yo, big bro, don't you feel better though? The hell if I don't? Shit. Yo. Let's go lift some cars. Y'all know how it go. That was an extreme example, but y'all know how it go. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's good? What's good, man? How you feeling? So what do y'all do? Do y'all normally take a pill or do you take a different route? Because there are a variety of ways to be able to deal with physical aches and pains. A lot of times just getting some rest will do the trick. You'll be amazed at how many things sleep can cure. And I mean cure. I don't mean treat, but it treats even more than it cures. Let me see. Robbie Ming says the side effects are worse than the medication. Yep. Narciso says, you're right, Robin. I was cut off when they made that move. Oh, she carried right. That's where they were giving Chadwick Boseman the business on IG. Wow. Robin Ming says, Norris, my brother-in-law broke his ankle and toes last year. He was in the hospital. They gave him Oxycodone. What is this shit? Well, if they gave him Oxycodone, I bet you it worked. Ain't no diggity, no doubt. He was pain-free after that. And Robbie also says, I had a pinched nerve in my lower back, which was painful. I tried everything. I got relief from a chiropractor. Natural remedies. And your spinal cord is responsible for a lot of aches and pains. Well, yeah, when your spinal cord isn't aligned correctly, when your spine isn't aligned correctly, the bones of your spine press up against the spinal cord, and it can cause a whole bunch of problems that you'll never even understand. And it's not even because you have a bad back. You may not even have pain in your back. You may not even have pain in your back. You might don't got no pain in your back. You might wasn't even having no pain in your back. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're talking about on drugs one way or another. Do we rely on pharmaceutical drugs or some other type of drugs in order to relieve the pain that we had? Sometimes physical pain, sometimes emotional pain. What do we do? Some of us, many of us suffer from depression. They quick. The pharmaceutical industry and the health industry is quick to try to remedy your depressive state with medication. Drugs, man, drugs. Give me drugs. Give me drugs. Give me drugs. And it's sad that it's that way, but it is that way, absolutely. Abso-smurfly. Let me see if Blog Talk will let us in. Nope, nothing. Nothing. Well, forget y'all then. Screw you, dude. Screw you. I want my money back. I want my money back. I know that shit. I'm deducting. Okay. Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it. Emily, get to see me some you. TK Wright says, I'll drink lemon and cayenne pepper, then rub peppermint oil on my temples for headaches, for my headaches before I take an Advil. Cayenne pepper and lemon. Y'all know I drink that shit. I didn't know it was good for headaches. I know it's good for digestion. It's good at cleaning yourself out. Speaking of digestion, you know, like 60% or more of your immune system is located in your digestive system. That's why it's so important for you to move waste out of your body. When you eat things that just sit, like if you don't have bowel movements, you know, on a regular basis, you got to fix that. If you go days or a day without shitting, you shouldn't not be shitting. You shouldn't not be shitting. You should be shitting. After every meal, idealistically, you should have to go to the bathroom. Because that shit will come back to bite you later on in life. And maybe not so late. But you want to make sure that you eat things that are high in fiber. Food that is high in fiber. Because if you want to talk about on drugs one way or another, the drug that we should be taking on a regular basis is like spinach, broccoli, green beans, green leafy vegetables, all of the shit that's in here. Take you a tomato, a banana, apples, pineapple, cherries, watermelon. Watermelon is a miracle drug. You can front on watermelon all you want. That shit healthy as fuck. That shit will get you where you want to be, like Donnell Jones. It'll get you where you wanna be, like Donnell Jones. Serious. Robbie Ming says they gave my brother morphine in hospice. Yep. Heroin. Morphine is heroin. It's heroin. Legal heroin. Now, I've been wondering about this for a minute. Let's see. Which is normally stronger? Street grade Wait a minute. Which is stronger? Street grade heroin or morphine? Look at this shit. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that is 80 to 100 times stronger than morphine. Fentanyl. Pharmaceutical fentanyl. Fentanyl is added to heroin. Fentanyl is added to heroin to increase its potency or be disguised as highly potent heroin. Many users. Oh, so that's the shit that got motherfuckers all fucked up. Hold on. The street names for fentanyl are Apace, China Girl, Chinatown, China White, Dance Fever, Goodfellas, Great Bear, He-Man, Poison, and Tango and Cash. All right, but I ain't asked about no fentanyl. I asked about. Okay, let's do this. Which is stronger, morphine or heroin? Okay. All right, let's see. What's the difference between heroin, fentanyl, morphine, and oxycodone? All right. Morphine is a naturally occurring substance derived from the opium poppy plant used to alleviate pain and physical ailments. You see how they wrote this shit? The U.S. classifies it in Schedule 2, which means the federal government has determined that it has potential for misuse and dependence, but also has accepted medical use and can be prescribed to patients. Heroin is processed from morphine. It is classified as Schedule 1 substance, which means the federal government has determined it has no currently accepted medical use, even though it's derived from morphine. Okay. However, heroin, diacetyl morphine, or is that, yeah, that would have to be diacetyl morphine, is available medically in some limited circumstances, particularly in Europe and Canada. In the US, almost all heroin comes from the unregulated market. Okay. Oxycodone and hydrocodone are semi-synthetic opioids derived from the opium poppy plant, are chemically similar to morphine and used to treat acute chronic pain. Unlike illicitly produced heroin, their production is regulated, which means they have consistent effects and can be made available in specified doses. Oxycontin is a controlled release form of oxycodone, so it is released gradually over a period of time. Oxycodone and hydrocodone are Schedule 2 substances, which means that the federal government has determined that it has accepted medical use. Fentanyl is the most powerful opiate-based painkillers used to treat chronic pain patients who have developed a resistance to other less powerful opiates such as morphine or oxycodone. So you got to use fentanyl if you already strung out. That's what I'm reading into this. Its effects are active at much lower doses than other opiates, so its non-medical use is riskier due to its increased potency. Like morphine, fentanyl is Schedule 2 substance. Blah, 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 blah. Huh. Okay. 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 So, in all of this, what I'm getting from this is that morphine comes from opium. Now, in many places, people just cut to the chase and smoke the opium or process the opium. And heroin comes from opium. Morphine comes from opium. Opium is grown in large amounts in Afghanistan and China. Which would explain why we have not left Afghanistan. Drugs, baby. Drugs. But we're not talking about that today. I don't care about getting on that side of politics today. What we're talking about this morning is our ability to use drugs and our inability to stop using drugs, to discontinue use, to become more natural in our remedies to alleviate our pain. And that's whether you're talking about physical pain or whether you're talking about the pain of your existence. You know, I've said for years, man, the only reason that people take drugs, and I mean, I'm talking about illegal drugs, is because the reality of their sobriety is unfulfilling. In other words, when you're not high, when you're not drunk, when you're not feeling, when you're not getting that extra boost, life is unfulfilling. You have to deal with the reality of all the things that are happening to you, around you, with you, within you. And you may not be feeling it. You might not be feeling it. You can't feel it. And I can understand that. I can. I totally get it. I don't accept it in my life. And I know many people who don't accept it in their lives. But, when we talk about our sick and shut in, a lot of times they don't have a choice. They have to rely on the pharmaceutical industry because they don't know any better. And they may be in a condition, a physical condition where they have to do something immediately. So that's how we get on drugs, man. On drugs. And pardon me for saying on drugs like I'm fond of that shit. Okay. Hold on. Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. Thanks for coming on through. Annette Davis says, my doctor is one of the biggest drug dealers. He had the nerve to be mad because I wouldn't take the medication he prescribed after I read the warnings that said the medication could cause cancer. Wow. Oh, so you have one of those, you have one of those doctors who just like to deal out the pills and doesn't like to do his doctor work. Like as far as letting you know the alternative medicines or alternative methods that you could use in order to relieve yourself of pain or treat your condition or even cure yourself. I get it. I understand. T. Carey Wright says, Robin, as soon as they start handing out morphine, they aren't trying to save whoever it is. Damn, you're so right about that shit. No, it still says, hey, I heard about those reishi mushroom pills. Yeah. And the thing is, I was looking for the real mushrooms, the kind that get you high. I was looking for the shrooms. They gave me this shit. I was like, I don't feel anything. They were like, what do you mean? You feel it over time. I was like, so I'll be high in an hour? Anyway. I had a mushroom burger. That didn't get me high either. It was tasty as fuck, though. Okay. All right. Hold on. What y'all talking about? My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? Ansel Jones says, cinnamon helped me with my seizure. Ansel, are you diabetic? Because cinnamon is very good for diabetics because it helps to really regulate your blood sugar. Like if you're the type of person that loves sweets, you wanna take or use a lot of cinnamon. So you eat a cookie, you gotta down some cinnamon. It'll actually work. But cinnamon is like a miracle drug for diabetes, for diabetics. Robbie Mink says, I have meds on my dresser I don't take. Like my mom, she got a whole, I'll be like, ugh. She can take anything. Damn. I'm like, they got my mama all doped up. I can't take this because it'll react with that, and I can't take that too much because of that. And that, oh, what you got? Oh, you got that? Oh, well, all right, I'll take that because of you. My mama trusts me. She'd be like, all right, I'll take it. Cause she know I ain't trying to kill her. I'm like, shit. All of this crazy shit. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious, the greatest pearl in the world, says, I needed those drugs after my C-section. Totally different from having natural births. I was feeling like death was on my door. Was your ankle hurting? See or no? Your ankle was hurting? I heard a lot of women complain about ankle pain, after a C-section. One day at a time. And that says, I read an article about watermelon and lemon is the equivalent to Viagra. Is that so? I ain't hearing about that shit. We're going to take a look at that. I never heard that. Emily says, I enjoyed pressing that button for morphine when I was in the hospital. Yeah. Bring some drugs in here. Drugs. Come on. Tie me on. Like, Mr. McIntyre, we do not administer that way. Why not? Here. Here, go ahead. Bring the shit in. Bring the shit. Hold on. I don't think we got tight enough. Hold on. Let me tie myself on, baby. I'm good. I got you. Tie myself. Tie me off, son. Yeah, tie me up. You see the vein? You get the vein. Come on. Give me the shit. I want the shit. Brother from another mother, Narzil, says, shrooms was fun for the first time I did it. Woo! And then David says, I've taken hydrocodone once after surgery. It fucked me up so bad, it scared the shit out of me. I took that shit back to the pharmacy for real. Damn. Ansel says, Veterans Administration, the VA is a testing ground. Damn. Whoa. Let me find out they guinea pigging our veterans out. What the hell? Emily says, goes through your IV immediately. Feel it. Yeah. But I want them to tie me off. Like, nah, fuck that. Needle me up. I want to get needled. I got fresh vein. Jane Vein. That's a very nice name. It reminds me of an old school flame. Narcisse said that should be tight enough. Like, yo, nah, fuck that IV, man. Fuck that IV. You got tie the guard off, son. You tie the guard off. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you gonna get this shit the way it's supposed to be. Fuck out of here. Tie the guard off, son. Help you out, son. You know what I mean? Tie the guard off. From time on. Yeah, son. Yeah, nigga, yeah. You got time, yo. Go ahead. Hit me. Yo, man, get the spoon together, son. Like, yo, the nurse coming here again without no spoon and no cotton. You know, spoon to hang. I'm leaving the fuck on the body here. Y'all can't keep me in the hospital. I want a spoon. I want some cotton. You motherfucker, you know, I'm in the banger. I want just spoon, cotton in the banger. You got a lighter? You got a lighter? I'm about to medicate myself. We good. And that says you are needle. The IV's the needle. You are nah. I don't want that shit. Even if you gave it to me in the IV, hit me off so I can get high. I mean, shit. All right, the pain went away, but I need you to take away this pain. The pain. It's the pain of the hood, the pain of love, the pain of existence, the pain of family, the pain of being black, the pain of the struggle, the pain of discrimination, the pain of racism, the pain of lack of opportunity, the pain of lack of education, the pain. I need something to relieve my pain because the pain is so bad it's about to drive me insane. Now listen, speaking of pain driving you insane, I'm not really playing around when it comes to that. Because sometimes you can become so anxious because of a physical ailment that you have, it can lead you to severe depression or anxiety out of this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, think about how in the AIDS era, every time you had unprotected sex with somebody new, you was scared. You wasn't scared when y'all was fucking. As soon as y'all got finished fucking, it was like, and y'all know I've said it on this show before. First thing that a lot of women do as soon as they break up with a nigga, they go get an HIV test. Like, I know I ain't have it while he was with me. But there's no way he broke up with me unless he burnt me. So I got to go get checked out. But yeah, that anxiety. I mean, look at what's going on right now. We in the middle of this pandemic. Sometimes we try to push it to the back of our mind about the whole pandemic thing. But we get reminded every time we try to go into a store because we got to put on that fucking mask. So we get reminded. You're going to get reminded. But yeah, the anxiety that you feel over getting sick or if you've ever been sick with a long-term illness, not necessarily terminal illness, but a long-term illness where you had to really fight to get better, where it took its sweet old time, you know, for you to recover. And, you know, it can be very depressing, extremely depressing, to the point where people may start to use drugs. They say that's how Michael Jackson started using drugs. He was in severe pain after he burnt his hair on that Pepsi commercial. And think about it. He didn't start becoming white until after that. Can you feel it? 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 Cheryl says, no ankle pain. They laid me flat on my back and cut me open. I couldn't breathe with or without oxygen. Death was creeping up, I guess. Afterwards, they stapled my stomach together. Pain was from my V to my G. So your ankle was hurting. I mean, because I see what you're saying. So after that, you had really you could barely walk. I can imagine. So did they give you an ace bandage and some a walker, maybe crutches or something? Shout out to your ankles. Emily says, especially that Benadryl, Omar, need to come up with how we can do Benadryl through needles at home. Benadryl? You said I'll be happy. You like Benadryl? That shit just make you sleep all the time. I hate Benadryl. I hate that shit. I mean, I took some of that shit recently. Maybe like the past month or month and a half or some shit. Like, no, this shit ain't the move, son. This shit ain't the move. Shit just have you null and void, like, but not the good null and void. Emily says, I still have 3 morphine pills from when I was in physical therapy. Oh, you know, this is starting to make sense now. You're on drugs. Oh, you're on drugs. Huh. Oh. Also says, my biggest issue was improving faster than the medical book. The medical cost is crazy. Word. Sane in the membrane. And it says, I'm paranoid. If I think that he's out there reckless, I'll get checked quarterly. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm. 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 But the point I was trying to make is, you know, like that type of worrying, it can, you know, it's already rendering you in an anxious state. And then on top of that, you may be having some other physical ailments that are pressing on you or whatever. So, you know, it's a tough situation. It's very, very tough. So, you know, just knowing that something is wrong with you can really bring you down. Drugs, man, drugs. I want my own drugs. I can't afford my own drugs. Emily says, yes, that's why I was taken in the hospital, had me in a peaceful sleep. Yep, she's on drugs. Also, Jones says, I was in a store when this guy started complaining about the face mask. Me and another veteran bust out laughing. Emily says, and really serious pain. I still have 800 milligrams of gabapentin. Maybe okay. But it had me feeling good. I rarely take it, just when I do. Okay. You're a dope fiend. I understand now. Everything is starting to become crystal clear. She's on drugs. And look, 2 other drug addicts know the correct spelling of that word. Norris Hill and T. Carey Wright. 2 of the biggest dope fiends I've ever known. They're on drugs. We're on drugs. Yes, we're on drugs. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752, a.k.a. Omar with the rrr. And we are talking about on drugs one way or another. Please make sure that y'all hit that like button. Share the show. Please share the show. I said share the show. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. You know what I mean? My dope things we are talking about on drugs one way or another. How do you deal with the pain that you feel, physical or mental or emotional? Oh, look. Blog Talk finally came. Oh, damn. It threatened to come back. It was acting like it was coming back. It was like, yeah, sign in. And then it said, Hold on, let me see, y'all. Wow. And I'm finding out I could have. I ain't gonna tell y'all, son. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go there. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay. Drugs. On drugs. One way or another. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya. One way or another. Okay. All right. Boom. Okay. All right, y'all. We ready. We are ready. We are ready. Nah, we can't do no startup music, but we will be able to do outro music. So we all right. We good. We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. All right. So you make me so. What the hell? Oh, okay. I thought I lost y'all for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. But yeah, man. Each and every one of us, we have different coping skills, and we're going to use those to our advantage. But sometimes we use it to our advantage, which really causes us a disadvantage when we become addicted to these things. Now, when you are in a medical state, if you have a medical condition that renders you susceptible to having to rely on medication for pain or for treatment or whatever the case may be, I think that you still need to regulate. You still need to take some type of control over how the drugs that you are taking, the medication that you are taking, is administered to you, and get a timeline. Everything should have an alpha and an omega. I don't think that there's anything. Oh fudge! I don't think that there's anything wrong with asking your doctor to give you a beginning date and an end date for how long you're going to have to take medication. And you can reasonably expect him to tell you. Like if he's going to prescribe blood pressure medication for you, you should ask him, well, what's the end game, doc? How long am I going to have to take this stuff? And if his answer is until you don't need it anymore, you might want to look into getting another doctor or a second opinion or something, because that sounds irresponsible to me. Ask him, are you on any type of medicine that you won't be able to stop taking for the rest of your life?
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All righty.
Blog Talk Radio.
All right, y'all. We good then. Now y'all can call into the show. See, we couldn't do that before, but now you can't call into the show. I said, you couldn't do it before. But see, now you can't call into the show. I said, you couldn't do it before. I said, but now you can call into the show. I said, you couldn't do it before. But now you can't call into the show. I said, you couldn't do it before. But now you can't call into the show. I said, you couldn't do it before. But see, right now you can't call into the show. I said, you couldn't do it before. But now you can't call into the show. Yo. And y'all know what it is. You can call into the show. Totally uncensored show. Say it the way you feel it. Bring your passion in any form of fashion. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. Alrighty then. Iso Jones says, I'm learning when my Cancer zodiac sign kicks in, I'm mean and sensitive. Well, know thyself. But there may be other influences in your astrological chart that may have an influence on why you may be a little mean and sensitive. There are other things going on. Other things. There may be other things. Emily says, yes, that's why I was taking it in the hospital. It had me in a peaceful sleep. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me go down. Emily says, don't do us. We only take it when needed. It has been months since taking. So what? You on drugs. Don't try to get off drugs now. We're not doing that. Interventions, 12-step program. I'm going to get you a little NA chain. I'm not on drugs. Back in the days, I'm not a kid. I'm not on drugs anymore. Back in the days, I'm not a kid. I'm not on drugs anymore. I wish that I could be on drugs and take some drugs again. Back in the days, I'm not a kid. I'm not on drugs anymore. Chaz. And it says some of these people don't need drugs. They got glue, aerosol spray, and other things. But the high don't last long enough in that. It's a cheap high, and it don't last long enough. It's not going to work. No, it says, I remember hearing a profound question years ago. What is it about your natural state that you don't like that makes you seek an altered state? I mean, that's what it's really all about. In your sobriety, you have to deal with heartbreak, heartache. You have to deal with loneliness. You have to deal with poverty. Some of us, we have to deal with racism. We have to deal with discrimination. We have to deal with lack of opportunities. We have to deal with our own people a lot of times who can make our existence, they can make our lives seem much harder than they should be. And I don't want to diss black people, but I mean, if you're a black person that hangs around the majority of black people in your life, well, guess who's going to be responsible for either making you feel good or making you feel bad? Some of us don't understand that it's just because those are the people we're around, in a certain social or economic class that makes it hard for us. It's not that all black people are this or that or whatever, but it may be the type of black people that you are around are making things harder for you. you may be making it harder for somebody else. But that's what sobriety is all about. Learning coping skills to be able to deal with those situations and more. And everybody ain't built for that. You know? Everybody isn't built for that. And so it can make your sobriety hard, especially if you've already started to take drugs. See, sobriety may not be a problem if you've never used drugs. But once you've experienced the euphoria of being high, it could turn out that being sober may be a little unfulfilling. But that's a psychological thing, and that's something that we got to deal with. That's something we got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And until it's put to us that way, we may not really understand, man. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with sobriety. There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. But the same way that if you were in an addictive state to a substance, you would have to find a way to deal with that. So in your sobriety, you'll have to find a way to deal with that. But just remember, you were sober coming into this world. And until you used your first substance, whether you're talking about medication or whether you're talking about drugs to get high with, you were sober more of your life than you were high until you start getting older. So let's say you started messing around with drugs when you were 16. Well, by the time you become 32, if you've been using drugs since you were 16, now half of your life has been high and half of your life has been sober. Now, by the time you become 48, you've only been sober 1/3 of your life if you continue to get high or get deeper into your addiction or your use. So there are a variety of ways to look at this phenomena. But learning to deal with your sobriety, it takes time. It's a day-to-day process where you will have to put in work. You will have to go back to the lab and analyze things and work things out. And because you have to deal with people, you have to try to get them on the same page. And you may be dealing with somebody who is on drugs or sick or whatever. You know, it's sobriety, yeah. Look at the people. Look at some of the people that you know who don't use drugs of any kind. And they're just assholes. Just a straight asshole. Look at Donald Trump. This motherfucker don't drink, smoke, or do anything. Can you imagine being like that without being under the influence? So you just been a natural dickhead all your life? Nobody has ever come out and say that, yeah, we had a drink with Donald Trump. Don't drink. He doesn't drink, smoke, or no drugs. But he's an asshole. That's not an easy thing to argue against. He's a straight asshole. But if you take another example, somebody may be totally drug-free, but they may be sad as hell. You know how some people aren't even really depressed, but they get on your fucking nerves with their doom and gloom, or they or they paranoia all the time. You like, such and such is hating on me again. Yeah, such and such is hating on me again. They be hating. All they want to do is hate. All they want to do is hate. All they want to do is hate. I said all they want to do is hate. I said all they want to do is hate. I can't do nothing. Niggas don't want me to be great. I said all they want to do is hate. I said all they want to do is hate. I said all they want to do is hate. I can't do nothing by myself. They don't want to be great. No, they don't want me to be great. All they want to do is sit around talk shit and hate. And I gotta get away from them because I can't do this shit no more. Not again, And they always in your face talking this shit. And you ain't really trying to hear it. Word. But they your friends, they your brother, they your sisters, they somebody that you respect, you know. And that's the way that it goes. Yo, stop talking about everybody hating on you, yo. Yo, you need a drink. That's really, honestly and truly what the fuck I think. Cause you be getting on my nerves. Running around here acting like a herd. I don't want to hear you no more. Ain't nobody really hating on you, you fucking whore. God damn it. God damn it. And then David says, I need suggestions on a natural way to cure fibromyalgia and connective tissue disease. Well, did you Google it and find out what kind of things are good for fibromyalgia? Let me see. I mean, I'm thinking you probably have. Let me see. What types of foods are good for treating fibromyalgia?
According to Healthline, that diet should include fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, low-fat dairy, and lean protein, such as chicken or fish. Avoid unhealthy foods, including anything processed or fried, and excessive amounts of saturated fats. Also, limit the amount of salt and sugar in your diet.
Well, have you tried that, Annette? That seems simple enough. Let's see. Can you cure fibromyalgia with diet? Summary. No single treatment can relieve or cure fibromyalgia, but making healthful dietary choices may help. Ensuring that the diet contains a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables may be a good place to start. What foods trigger fibromyalgia pain? Gluten, red meat, fruits and vegetables in the nightshade family, such as tomatoes, white potatoes, green peppers, and goji berries. Dairy products, eggs, caffeine. Oh. See, that goddamn dairy. They're always a problem. Caffeine, eggs, dairy products, certain fruits and vegetables like green peppers, goji berries, tomatoes and white potatoes, red meat, and gluten. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, look into this a little bit more. Not saying that you haven't, but look into it a little bit more. You know, get a little deeper into it. You know, I hate to say this, but sometimes we can go on the internet and find out some things, but sometimes we have to pay for like they don't always put out all of the free information. Sometimes we gotta, throw them a couple of dollars to get the real. So Jones says, Omar, you used to box. What did you use for pain? I actually never used to box. I took some Taekwondo lessons back in 1996, and I really enjoyed it. You know why I stopped doing it, though? I stopped doing it because I ain't like the instructor. And I don't think the instructor liked me. There was a bunch of white boys out in the Northeast. And I was fucking them little white boys up. I was big and strong in 1996, but not as big as strong as I was going to be in 1997. In 1996, I wasn't even really working out like that, but I was tossing them little motherfuckers. Because when you take Taekwondo, they make you spar. So all of the, Taekwondo is use of your hands and legs. So it's a lot of kicking, it's a lot of chopping, kick, chop, kick, chop, kick, chop, kick, chop, kick, chop. Like I said, I was really liking it. So when we would spar, I was just taking the motherfuckers, fuck out of here. They chop it, woo, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. And the instructor ain't like that shit. He didn't. I think he wanted to beat me up. And he could have, because he was skilled. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he was like he couldn't beat me up for no reason. So I felt like there were times where he was trying to provoke me. And I was like, I ain't going for it. All right. I'll fuck you up in a different kind of way. So, I stopped going. And it was funny because when I stopped going, normally he would call everybody who stopped going to the class to see how they were doing or see what was up with them if they stopped going. He ain't called me. Like, fuck Omar. Because all them little white boys, they was like, yo, I would hate to get in a street fight with you. And I saw the look on the instructor's face. He was like, old Marine dude and all that shit. He wasn't old, but you know what I mean. Shoot, I was just, before I got skilled, I was just using my brute strength. Yeah, but I've never boxed. I've actually never boxed in a ring. We used to put on the gloves around the way and do it like that. You know what I'm saying? That was back when you had to know how to use your hands. You had to know how to throw hands back in the day if you was going to be okay. All right. Okay. Okay. But yeah, man, when it comes to any of this stuff, talking about being on drugs, being on medication, being sick or being sober, I guess being on drugs is like alternatives to being sick or being sober. No. Yeah. Yeah. Instead of being sick or being sober, you decided to either be high or be treated. So I say on drugs one way or another, because some people can't deal with physical pain. Some people are very sensitive and have a low threshold for pain. Let me ask y'all that. Do you consider yourselves to have a high threshold for pain or a low threshold for pain? I know that I have a high threshold for pain. That I know. You know what I mean? I can take some pain. I don't like to, but I can. And it's been proven that I can take it. Many times it's been proven. And speaking of threshold for pain or whatever, I've never seen the logic in crying because something hurt. Only because it doesn't make it feel any better. But if you ever witnessed a man cry because he was in pain, you see like, damn. But it always made me wonder, like, I wonder how much pain he's really in. Because he might be a bitch. I know motherfuckers that got shot up. They didn't cry, though. Carol Chamber, let me favorita. Look at you creeping in here all late. And see, I wasn't mad late today. I was a little late. But I wasn't mad late. See, I was a little late, though. I ain't go for it. I was a little late. But I wasn't mad. Oh, yeah, I was a little bit. I mean, I ain't go for it. I can't front on that. And that says, high level of pain delivered a baby naturally. You had to go there, right? I delivered a baby naturally. You know, I could take me some pain. You don't know everything. I remember when your ankle got fucked up on the hike. I thought you was pregnant. Or was that your knee? Yeah, when your knee got fucked up on the hike. You must have terminated the pregnancy. Carol, you were helping a friend move. Why? They were stable? So you helped them to move? Get your groove thing, baby. Get your groove thing, baby. No. And then David says, that was my knee. And I had to have surgery, Omar, after that. Surgery. So you did terminate the pregnancy. I mean, because that's what I'm hearing here. Oh, Carol said, moving to a new place. Like, I get your ass up. Sit over here. I'm tripping. We gotta get the fuck on up out of here. I am straight tripping. And don't get mad at me because you had an abortion. God forgives. But them damn pro-lifers don't. So be careful. I'm gonna get you there if you're very careful. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up phrases and sentences and paragraphs like conjunction, junction, what's your function? We're gonna get you there if you're very careful. Interjection, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay. Arcel says, my lumbar punches was no joke. Yo, lumbar punches gonna fuck you up. That's cool. Listen, Carol, I was chilling today. Ask anybody. Ask me. Don't ask them. Ask me. So Annette, that was in 2018. So Annette, 2 years ago. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I noticed you did lose weight right after that. I didn't know it was baby weight. Now it's all starting to make sense. But did you take pills for that? That's what I need to know. Cheryl Hudson says, Omar, was your instructor named Kim? No, he was a white dude. See, if it was an Asian dude, if it was a Chinese dude or whatever, he wouldn't have hated. Well, you're a white guy. In Northeast, this is 1996. This wasn't this year's. I mean, the Northeast now. You know what I'm saying? Flooded with blacks. Those blacks that are flooding the Northeast section of Philadelphia now weren't there in 1996. Now they have all those blacks. And that says, no, I didn't, Omar. No meds. Oh, you had a natural abortion? Who the fuck? You are a gangster. You're a G. Such a G. All right, let's do these birthday. Carol says, chill with the baby stuff, Omar. Carol? just because you don't want to have any anymore, well, I guess Annette didn't want to have any anymore. All right, man, let's do these birthday shout-outs. You know what I mean? Do these birthday shout-outs. Some people were born on this glorious August 30th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box, Latasha Marie. Happy birthday, Latasha Marie. And also Marquetta Simmons. Happy birthday to you, Marquetta. And Harry Stevens Jr. turning 53 years old today. And Yolanda Page turning 55 years old today. And Rashonda Henry turning 33 years old today. And Sharon Wilkerson. Go get a Sharon Wilkerson turning 54 years old today. And Sarah Reed turning 37 years old today. And go get a Chantrice Renee. Chantrice Renee holding it down for the D. Happy birthday to you. And Michelle Lewis, happy birthday. And Sharnette Wilson turning 51 years old today. And last but not least, Ernest Moore. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious August 30th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, listen to what I say, because of this type of shit can happen every day. Listen, man, you know we're talking about being on drugs one way or another. Whether you're sick, whether you just need to get high, whether you're hurt, whether you are healthy, whether you're unhealthy. Well, when you really think about it, if you are using medication in any type of way, can you actually consider yourself to be 100% healthy? I think naturally, and render us helpless and actually take years off of our lives. Yeah, I didn't go into that in a whole lot when we were talking about prescription medication, but the end game with prescription medication a lot of times is that now you've become resistant or immune to the medications, and now ain't nothing we can do for you, man, unless we develop a newer, stronger a form of the medication, an alternative, or whether the doctors just tell you, well, we've done all we can do. From now on, we're just going to make you comfortable. Man, fuck that. I want to thank y'all for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. Thanks for putting up with me once again. You know what I mean? Y'all like a drug to me. Give me drugs. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. You know what I mean? Love y'all to death. Resuscitate you and love you right back to life. You think I won't? When I will. So y'all be good, man. Have a good rest of the weekend. Have a good Sunday. Happy Sunday. Be careful out there. Remember, we are still in the pandemic. Don't get cute. Don't get too cute. I'm going to holler back at y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And don't forget to share the show. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace, y'all.